Hey guys, listen up for a second.
Everybody shut up! Coach is talking.
First day of camp, but something really important. Okay, we're not women's soccer.
Fuck no! We're hockey players. Only men play hockey.
We're not the NFL.
Fuck no! We're hockey players. Only men play.
If there's anybody here that's going to be disrespectful to either the American or the Canadian national anthem, grab your gear and get the fuck out now, because you'll never see the ice in this arena.
Oh, shit!
We don't have that problem in hockey. We're better than that. But there was no sense in wasting anybody's time if that shit was going to happen. I don't believe it would happen here. We're the most patriotic sport that they have out there. So just keep that in mind. Thank you.
I love that guy. That guy is fucking something else. That's a coach of I think he's the assistant coach or something. He's a coach of a hockey team, and he decided to give these guys a little pep talk. Like, man, look. Here's the thing. What is the whole kneeling for the anthem protest about? Police brutality. Now look. If you want to talk about police brutality, if you want to draw light on the issue, I would recommend this. When they come to you with the cameras and the microphone and say, Colin, what'd you think about that play in the fourth quarter, blah, blah, blah. That's when you go, look, like there's a lot of police brutality out here. Right? You want to do that shit then? Fine. Embarrass yourself at your leisure. If you want to actually help with the issue, here's what I recommend. I recommend that you, all of you, millionaires who made your money and garnered your fame playing children's games, listen up. If you really want to make a difference, why don't you get together with the police? Some of you get together with black communities. And why don't you do a sort of community outreach day? Bring the groups together. No uniforms for the police. And no gang paraphernalia for the citizens. And just everybody come together and do a fucking hangout with football players picnic. Right? Let's get these two groups of people together talking to each other. Maybe then some of the citizens can ask some of the police officers some tough questions. And maybe then some of those police officers in plain clothing with their wives and children around them can answer those tough questions. And really get to what the root of the issue is. And really work out something. Come together as a people. I think that would be an amazing gesture. If you fucking pieces of shit were to donate your time in such a way so as to try and attempt to foster good relationships between the communities that aren't doing so well with each other. That's an idea. Just flew off the top of my head. You gonna tell me that not one fucking NFL marketing motherfucker can figure this shit out? Huh? You guys are resting on your laurels. You need to be creative again. Perhaps a boycott would have done really good if people just stopped watching football and you guys had to figure out a way to entertain us again. Boy, wouldn't it be amazing. Nevertheless, you actually want to solve the problem. Work on it. You have the resources. You have the wherewithal. Do something. I dare you to actually do something constructive. I don't think that's too much to ask for somebody who's asking so much of everybody else. You want other people to do things for you? Like listen to you and pay attention? Why? Because here's the funny thing about countries. They have symbols, right? One of the biggest symbols that most countries have is their flag. All countries have a flag, some sort or another. One of the first things you really want to decide upon. It's the way to show your allegiance to your land. Right? It means something. It's a symbol. It's an icon. Our anthems. Our national hymns. Whatever you want to call them. They are also things that we hold in high regard. Pledging allegiance to the country. It meant more than pledging allegiance to the racisms of the past. Which it never fucking meant, ever. It meant pledging allegiance to the country. To the people around you. To your neighbors. Your friends. Your family. Other Americans. Once upon a time, we were a country of Americans. Now we're a country made up of something Americans. I'm African American. I'm Mexican American. I'm Italian American. I'm Irish American. No. No. You're none of those things. It's your heritage. You came from those lands. Your ancestors left those lands to come someplace better. Remember that. Most people who say that kind of shit never even been to their homelands. Because it doesn't matter to them that much. But the title. I'm an other American. I'm different than you. No. No, you're not. Not to me, you are. And you can dice yourselves up as much as you want in your little groups. And boy, isn't that just a wonderful way to develop little stupid-ass wars. The groups can just fight each other. No. If you're an American, you're an American to me. You're not an immigrant. You're not a legal immigrant. You're not you're from Michigan. No. We're all Americans. This is the United States of America. We aren't individual little countries. We aren't 50 little countries. And we're never going to be that if we're lucky. But it seems more and more like people want to separate into 50 little different countries. You want to have your Afro-American state, and you want to have your Italian-American state, and your Irish-American state, and your Mexican-American state. And all the white people can go in the state. All you Anglo-Americans. Why? Why the fuck? Like, it isn't diversity that's our strength. It's bringing diversity together into a single cause. That's the strength. When we all band together, one nation, under God, indivisible. Like, these words do have meaning. I think part of the problem was, when I was in school growing up, we were taught about the pledge at some point. Like, we were told about its meaning. The words were slowed down and less like just a thing that you memorize and then say. They were given meaning. I pledge allegiance to the flag because it is a symbol of our country. You know what I mean? Like, it is the banner under which we all fall. It is our umbrella. And the only way that we pull through this, is when we forsake all other allegiances and join back with the goddamn Union. When you begin to direct your protest at the symbols of the country, you're breaking the country apart. Because there are going to be people who are going to side with you, and there are going to be people who are going to feel that you are disrespecting the country as a whole. You've just created another group. Congratulations. How well you're bringing us together. Please, tell me all more about it in interviews. And don't ever do anything, good God, that would... that'd just fuck everything up, wouldn't it? I've never liked the idea of protesting. Even when I was a child, I thought it was fucking stupid. Saw pictures of people standing on street corners holding signs that read things. And I said, what is this supposed to do? Well, it's so that people can see that people are upset. So I knew people were upset before I saw it. I was upset. I didn't need this. What are they doing? Well, they're letting people know that they're upset. You know, great, fucking fantastic. What are they doing? Told the story about my old boss. Came into my fucking extrusion line. I had holes going through my material, and all he was doing was standing there pointing at the fucking holes. When he was supposed to be training me how to run the machine, and all he's doing is standing there pointing at the fucking holes. And I'm going, well, what should I do about it? How do I fix that? What do I do? And he's just the fucking asshole, just standing there pointing at the fucking thing. It's the difference between a protester and somebody who's actually worth something. Protesters stand there and point, when everybody else who wants to actually be worth something is going, what do we do? What we do is we come together. It's just that simple. How about we stop looking for something to piss us off so that we can vent our frustration on other people? It's just a thought. How about we rise above it all? How about we do something?